You been? Hello, it's your boy Yo Felice. Socrates Felice coming at you with a walking video. How you guys been? First off, praise God. But yeah, how you guys been? I'm doing great. Hope you guys doing a phenomenal Thanksgiving. Hope your family's doing well. Your parents do well. You are doing well, mentally, physically, and spiritually. Spiritually is the most important one, in my opinion, because we are a spirit. God's a spirit. We're made in His image, so that would make us spiritual. And the mind controls the body, and your thoughts are spiritual and ideas. So, what does that make us? You know what I'm saying? I read that in the book, Master the Key System. I was like, oh wow, that's very introspective. And it just opened my mind a little bit, a little step forward. Reading really does help. I recommend that book, Master of the Key System. Next book I'm going to read is Power of Focus. But I also want to start reading or studying this leadership book from the military. It's called M66. And that's what my professor recommended. Talks about all the different types of leaderships and the way that they promote leadership, or how they turn shy guys into proper leaders by giving them internal locus control, which is essentially uplifting them or complimenting them in a, not based on what they do, but the elements behind it, such as if they were to grab a gun, do a roll, shoot the target, like the dummy, and it's like the ace shooter in the team, they won't give him a compliment. They'll give the shy guy who did a compliment, going, wow, that took a lot of courage, that was bold, you have phenomenal marksmanship. He'll be like, oh, thank you. Then he'll constantly build that confidence up, and then they'll give him more responsibilities, and then eventually he just turns into a leader, because then he starts believing in himself. That's the most important key element, believe in yourself. But if you are one of the people who need that internal locus, that internal motivation, or a coach giving you that positive feedback, then create that on your own, or find a mentor that can help you with that. Because I realized when I was playing baseball, I was shy, but I practiced a lot. I grew a lot in baseball, but it wasn't until my coach told me the most simplest advice ever. Ready? Jeffrey, just hit the ball. I said, huh? He said, just hit the ball. This was during practice. And then he gave me a pitch. I swung, I hit it. It was a line drive all the way to the outfield. And he goes, there you go. Now do that in the game. After that, it became a monster. And I realized all it takes is a small internal locus control, motivation, and you're good. How are you, sir? And then you constantly just start improving. He gave me that motivation just by simply giving me the most obvious advice. Sometimes that's all you need. In video games, the esports team will, if they get embodied in scrims against other pros, they will go versus a novice team to essentially build that confidence up, because they're getting destroyed. They're playing, let's say they play 30 scrims a day, or within 6 hours. That's a lot. That is a lot. 6 hours or 12 hours. Then the next day or the same day, they just play 2 hours, 2 games against semi-pro or novice team, or they just go solo queue against non-pros and they just decimate everybody. That helps your confidence. And on top of that, they'll start tweaking what they're missing. Oh, we're too nervous over here. We're too stressful over here. We're thinking too much. We were trying to not play our style. We were trying to copy their meta. We were hesitant. We were trying to climb back, etc. Sometimes all it takes is a little tweak, and then you're good to go. But yeah, going back to my coach just told me straight up, yo, just hit the ball. After I hit the ball, I started batting fourth. No problem. I started batting fourth. I started pitching. I started hitting grand slams. All it took was that. And then of course I practiced like a monster. I put in the time, the grind with my father. My father would ask random people in the baseball field, hey, teach my son something. Because everyone has the ability and the knowledge to teach. It could be the smallest thing. Boom. That was a bad snap. Boom. Just tweaks you. Starts shifting your mindset, your paradigms. Then you start getting better and better and better. Then you constantly redo it, do it, catch yourself, do it. You just get better. Look at me with the camera now. Before I was like, people walk by, I'll just stay quiet, or I wouldn't even whip it out. Now I'm like, whatever. Because two things. One, who cares? Nobody cares. They're busy living their life. Secondly, and on top of that, if they judge you, does it matter? Because you judge people too, secretly. Let's be real. And two, it's not a big deal. It really is not a big deal. It's more awkward for you to stop your camera or talking on FaceTime or whatever in public than it is to just keep going. If you keep going, that's the norm. That's the plan. You've seen the Dark Knight. When everything goes according to plan, nobody freaks out. But when stuff breaks the plan, everyone loses their mind. That's completely true. Like, all right, on campus, I have a lot of quote-unquote obsessed people, or women who really, really like me, really love me, or etc. Right? But I don't know them. I don't fucking know. I just hear the little whispers when I walk by. So I got annoyed. I was like, you know what? So I put my story. I'm on Instagram. I'm about to start pulling cards. I'm about to start exposing women. If your words don't match your action, get out of my face. So, and they watch my story secretly. Weird ass people. So Monday, I shot at pretty much everything. Not everything. I shot only 10 times. I shot my shot at 10 people. And that was a little haunting or daunting, because I never really did that. But and on top of that, while I was shooting, I learned about myself. I learned, oh, it's not even that big deal. I learned also the after effect of how do I cope after, because that was the first time. But my mindset was simple. I went in there having fun. Did not take anything serious. I just laughed. Oh, by the way, don't say, may I have your number? I'm telling you right now, you're not gonna have it. You're not gonna get it. She's gonna look at you like, the fuck? You just literally tell them, if you have that dominant presence, just literally say, take down my number. They're not gonna like that either. Well, numbers game, right? And on top of that, I did miss some other girls because I lost momentum, even though they were staring at me walking by, or they'll purposely put themselves in my path, give me the strongest eye contact, and I still didn't shoot. I don't know. But hey, I'm learning.